All right, I got this UH-1B, 21st Century Toys generally, or Hobby Boss, or what's the other name? Merit helicopter. I got it online for $40 with another item. Um, and it was missing tons of pieces. That's how I got it so cheap. And so I luckily had spare parts. I have these spare parts here from a Hobby Boss I just ordered, which I'm going to change into something cool as well. And then I had some decals that I added on, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. This door here on the right is made by me, 3D printed, strapped on with zip ties. We've got a Joy Toy guy who's manning the guns, and the tail I got from another lot. And it's just beautifully painted. I love the way that these people do this stuff. I think on the main blades, the main rotor blades are also just painted, but it's so precise that there's no, like, bleed over. I wish I could be that good at painting. And then here's that beautiful tail rotor. They used to make them really colorful back in the NOM era. What I did add to this, besides fixing it all up, is these M60 machine guns on the sides. They generally pivot. That doesn't pivot very well, but they go up and down using Legos. So this can go down, and then you can put your little action figure right here on the inside. Doesn't look like my camera wants to show it very well. And then once the soldiers are mounting, go right there. The UH-1B didn't have a lot of internal cabin space. That's why they made the later models much larger. So basically you can just fit the two gunners in there and maybe like a couple backpacks, and that's it. I added little skull stickers that I got from a little Apache kit to the side doors, which I think looks good. And then I added the number to the front. Some of it came painted, and I just left the paint as it was. I should have left the United States Army patch here, but I didn't because I thought I was going to make it based on another helicopter that was a Navy, I think, helicopter or Air Force. But I decided just to make it like that. So I tried to use my U.S. Army stickers, as you might see underneath the other ones. And I totally messed them up. It was really bad. I ruined these really nice stickers. But it happens. And I had some replacements. So I used those. And then that 5 on the tail and the number, which is hard to see, that came stock on the Huey. So yeah, happy with how it turned out. Oh yeah, there's little sketch pads on the step that goes into the cabin. And I've always been really a big fan of this particular model because it's just really cool. I just wish there were more. I wish there were like a later, larger body version of the Huey. But my biggest complaint of all is that when you try to make a Huey into the more modern models, like the UH-1N twin Huey, the nose is different on the newer versions than on this. So anybody can tell that you've just taken an old body and put a new, like, details on it. And so that, to me, is bothersome. So my biggest problem with creating a nose myself is the glass, but I think I may have come up with a solution because I don't have any real way of manipulating plastic to look right. And this is a very kind of complicated piece of plastic right here, which you can't just find laying around. But I think I might have figured out a solution, which I'm hoping to use in my next model. So yeah. So it's got a couple extra antennas, and the pitot tube is right there, which I glued back on after it broke off, and that broke off. That little antenna, I think it is, broke off. But like I said about the paint job, you can see that the inside part is silver, and they just do a real amazing job. And then I colored this black, but as you can see with my paint job, I am not a very detailed, accurate painter, so it kind of bled over a little bit. But such is life. So yeah, I did unscrew this thing before I completed it, before I painted it and everything, to be able to get to the insides, which meant that I had to pull these little things out that cover up the screws. You wouldn't see that on G.I. Joe stuff. They just leave the screw holes empty, or on Star Wars, but on the more realistic models, they cover those up. And then I had to put the navigational lights on myself because the ones it came with were missing. So, all right. Thanks for watching.